Welcome to another episode of Bucket List Coach Web Show Live. Well, hello, this is Cindy Lee, your host over at Bucket List Coach Web Show Live. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. Subscribe to Bucket List Coach Web Show Live by going to where'scindynow.com. You're going to subscribe, comment on the video, and share this very video either to LinkedIn or Facebook, and I'll gift you a 5-night hotel stay. You cover the tax, and I cover the hotel. So today is National Waffle Day, and on Sunday, it's National Red Wine Day. Make sure you go to nationaldaycalendar.com. So a little bit about the show. I was a chef for 25 years and just got into travel and marketing, and I have this whole amazing brand to pay it forward to the small business owner to make their life a little easy. And right behind me, Anthony Bourdain. This show was inspired by him. He was a chef and into the travel space just like I am. So just a huge inspiration. And every June 25th, we celebrate his life by doing a video that's culinary related. So my friend Robert is on the podcast today. Duvalls Dishes. Let's go into your story. How did you get started as a culinarian?
I got started as a culinarian when I was 14, 15, working at a bagel shop. Easiest Bagels in Fountain Valley, if you know the place. It was on Magnolia and Warner. I'd go there at 4:30 in the morning, make the bagels, prep everything out, go to school at 7:30, get back at 2:33, close the shop, prep for the next day, and do that for 2 years, junior year and senior year of high school. Then after high school, I started making pizzas. And then I started doing construction for about 3 years. And then 2008 hit. Market crashed, so I went back to culinary school, did that, became an executive chef of 4 restaurants, went to catering for 24 Carats Catering. I worked for Jason's Catering. I worked for Creme de la Creme Catering. I was lead tasting chef at 24 Carats for 2.5 years, lead chef, lead event chef. And then after that, doing my own recipes for 2.5 years, I started realizing people like my food instead of their food. So I started branching off my own.
Wow. So let's go into the website here. First off, do a big plug to your web designer.
That's Victoria with the HB Website Design. She does a great job on everything I ask. Within about 3 hours, if I ask for a change my website, it's done. So I love her.
Awesome. And we'll get together another time, and I'll do a little pay it forward since we're on Superstars, and I'll have you do a video testimony that she could actually put on her website. That would be, because this is a beautiful website. So let's talk about the different services that you provide.
I do full buffet catering, full catering service, plated from buffet to tray pass hors d'oeuvres. I do bartending services. I also do private chef, private events, personal intimate dinners. I could do up to 2 people. I just recently did a 20th anniversary for 2 people at their house, personal dinner. Took 3 hours. I made everything fresh right in front of them, described to them what I was making them, showed them how I make it. Yeah, it was lovely. It was great.
And let's talk charcuterie.
Charcuterie? I do that.
Yeah, tell everybody what it is, because a lot of people don't even know what it is. So what is a charcuterie?
I call it the adult Lunchable, basically.
Yeah.
It's just cured meats and cheeses, dried nuts, dried fruits, some crackers, some fruits, vegetables, whatever you like to put on our board. That's dried fruits and meats and crackers. You could design your own charcuterie board if you like.
And what are some of the rates that you start at that my audience needs to know about?
Charcuterie starts at about $15 a person, and it goes up from there.
Okay, and then how about your dinners? Your different styles of dinners? What are the different prices?
Buffet style goes from anywhere from $35 up to $75, depending on how many courses you like and how many options you want. And plated goes from 55 to 120, depends on what options you like and how much detail and ingredients I have to use, and that's pretty much how I base it off of.
And let's talk charity. What do you do for nonprofits?
Nonprofits, I'm very involved with Music for Autism, Autism Foundation in Huntington Beach. I also volunteer my services for the Hope House in Garden Grove.
Oh, really? Right down the street.
I do their holiday dinners. I try to donate at least Christmas or Thanksgiving for the whole community over there. I also just did the pickleball tournament for Smiles Foundation. And I'm also doing Make-A-Wish Foundation October 16th.
So let's talk about some of the food you do for nonprofit.
Nonprofits, I showcase my menu, so I try to do the best I can. I like some fancy appetizers, some mini like burgers, mini sandwiches, everything on a small scale, but everything's donated. I try to do my best.
So do you give a discount, or do you donate for nonprofit?
Depending on which nonprofit it is and what are they going for. It depends on how many people. If it's over 100 people, I usually give 80% of my proceeds to the nonprofit. 20% just cover the food and some of the food cost. If it's under that, it's usually all free.
And let's do a big plug to the Huntington Beach Chamber of Commerce. What would you like to say to them?
Thank you for inviting me to your event, and glad to be a part of it.
How about Superstars? Speaking of, this is a gift from myself, Lee Love with the Huntington Beach Surf Rider, and also our amazing friend Laura. So this is custom charcuterie. Duvalsdishes.com.
Awesome.
And get your little card in there. And your custom card. Beautiful. Look at that.
That's awesome. What?
Yes, I made this from scratch.
That is bitchin'.
Thank you from all of us.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. I also joined the Kiwanis Club too in Huntington Beach.
Oh, Kiwanis Club. Let's talk about that.
I just been in there recently this month. Just joined 2 weeks ago, and it's just all about underprivileged kids, just helping kids get through life and academic and schoolwork and scholarships and anything we can.
So let's talk about tacos.
Tacos. Ooh, tacos are everything in Southern California.
Do you do a taco bar, or do you have a truck for that, or what do you do for taco parties?
Taco parties, I have a taco cart I can bring up. Authentic little taco cart, stainless steel with the 3 little chambers, hole in the meat. Yeah, I can do a full authentic taco cart style, or you do buffet.
And what kind of protein do you do with that?
I usually do carne asada, pollo asada, pastor, and some kind of vegetable. I usually do a mushroom potato taco, or I do a black bean sweet potato taco.
And what's the cost for PP per person?
Taco parties ranges from 10 up to 25.
So for 15, 20 people would be how much? Is that just with one protein or 2 proteins?
$10 is 2 proteins and go from there. So $150 up to $300 a person or party.
Wow, that's cool. So do you have flyers that I could pass out?
Yes.
Okay. And one thing I want to talk to you about is doing some kind of collaborative measure with Laura over at the Huntington Beach Magazine. Yes, I think we should do something like that. Like I could do the cards and gifts. You could do the catering. Yeah, because with the cards and gifts, when it's someone's birthday, when it's their half birthday, when they book with you, you could actually do, I have an 8.5 by 11 greeting card, and you could post, or you could add all the different pictures from the party on there. Because I used to do something similar when I actually had an aphrodisiac catering company back in the day.
Ooh.
Yeah. So like for the couples, or even if you say like four or five couples, you wash their hands with rose water. So
Ooh.
that's a nice
Yeah.
little added touch, a little tip for you. And so being a chef, that definitely is one for your culinary bucket list. What would you like to tell my audience for someone who wants to be a chef? Tell your reason why, and then I'll tell my reason why.
I just loved cooking. I
Mhm.
love the satisfaction of people saying, "Oh, that meal is the best meal I ever had." It gives me gratitude, satisfaction. But one thing for a chef, if you want to be a chef, prepare for team no sleep
Mhm. Exactly.
because you're doing minimum 10 to 16 to 20 hours a day. So, yeah, if you want to be a chef, just make sure you don't mind no sleep. But it's very rewarding.
But one of the advice that I would like to give if anybody wants to be a chef is do it with passion.
Mm-hmm.
And because when I worked at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Las Vegas, there's a lot of kids right out of culinary school, and they were just there for a paycheck. They really didn't even like their job. But just
Those
like Robert, we love what we
those are
do.
warriors.
Up your ante on the culinary field. Go work for a cruise line and work for Norwegian Cruise Line, because Norwegian Cruise Line is a U.S. flagship, so you actually get paid overtime. So at the end of my career, I worked for Norwegian in Hawaii, and it was crazy hours. I mean, now I think it's 7 months without a day off. When I was with them, the contract was 4 months. But being in Hawaii, why not? Free trip to Hawaii, got to try all these amazing dishes, got to spend time in Hawaii after my term. So it was pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah. Awesome.
So at the end of the show, I like to do some more shout outs, and then we'll do a quick TikTok video. So who would you like to shout out today?
Tatake Abe, Chef Tatake Abe. He's one of Chef Nobu's first 30 students in Japan. He taught me a lot of
Wow.
sushi. Chef Mark from Creme de la Creme. He's a great chef. He's worked in the industry for 45 years. Yeah, just everybody that helped me out throughout life. That's pretty
I
much
like
it.
to do a shout out to Chef Peter Puck. He's retired now, but he was, oh my God, such an amazing mentor. And to this day, we're still friends. And I was a chef over at the Silverado Country Club in Napa. It was just absolutely amazing. Then after that, I worked on a cruise ship, and then that was the end of my career. But I've worked for some really great chefs, and also the executive chef over in I can't think of the name of the city now. It's in Northern California, Cass Creek Resort. Another amazing chef. I mean, I've learned so much, and I learned a lot about catering at a hotel. And it was my very first love was cooking, and now my love is travel and pay it forward. So, Robert, take it away. How can my audience connect with you, and why do they need to hire you for their chef?
They can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, French Korean Chef, TikTok, Duvalls Dishes for Instagram and Facebook. They should use me because they'll have the best meal of their life.
And why you? Why do they need to pick you over another chef? What is so special about your cuisine that they're going to be totally mesmerized?
I put my whole heart and soul into my meals. I don't
There.
skip corners. Everything's from scratch. Everything's made with love, so you could taste it in my food, I think.
Exactly. And anything else that you want to mention on how valuable it is to hire a caterer for their next event?
If you hire me, everything is stress free. I take care of everything. You give me 2 phone calls, I take care of the rest.
Well, there you go. And a shout out for your website, and I'll put you in the green room.
DuvallsDishes.com.
And there you go. And any last shout out before we close out?
Thank you, Candace, photography. Thank you, Victoria, for HB website design, for everything you guys done for me so far. And thank you, Cindy, for my gift. And thank you, Superstars, as well.
Yeah, and big thank you to Laura over at Huntington Beach Magazine, and also Love over at the Surfrider Foundation. So I'm going to pop you in the green room while I close out, and we'll chat for a few. Thank you, Robert. So make sure that you connect with Robert Duvalls Dishes. And as always, think of 5 people every single day to express gratitude. And make sure that you go to YouTube. You're going to subscribe, comment, and share over at Bucket List Coach Web Show Live for that 5-night hotel stay. Shaka, this is Cindy over at Bucket List Coach Web Show Live. And next on the show, I have Mayor Barbara over in Huntington Beach, as well as Natalie from the City Council. So make sure you stay tuned. Shaka, baby.